Hello and welcome to the Heart of the Matter. My name is Omotayo and today we have a really interesting guest. AskDamz, Damola Ladijobi is here with us.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. All right, so AskDamz is known for the weight loss magic. Your testimony is amazing, and I love how you always put those pictures there so we remember exactly
Every day
where you're coming from. But there's more to you. You don't just do AskDamz. You do several other things. I know you do the Smile Express Factory.
That's
what
our
else is there?
NGO.
And then you just released an app.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk through all the different things you do.
Okay. Okay, so what are the different things I do, apart from being a wife and a mother?
Right.
I'm AskDamz, the health and wellness weight loss expert, weight management expert, because I deal with both weight loss and weight gain. So some people come to me because they want to gain weight.
Right.
So not everybody comes to me because they want to lose weight.
Right.
But I'm more popular, more known for weight loss.
Of course.
So there's AskDamz. There's Smile Express Factory. That's an NGO for AskDamz. We partnered recently with Back to School.
Okay.
We're able to raise school fees for about 120 children in the IDP camp in Kaduna, I think. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that's Smile Express Factory.
Okay.
Then there's the Healthy Tea and Foods Company.
Right.
That sells all things healthy and organic, you name it, down to your oolong tea, your moringa, your bulgur wheat, your chia seed. You get all that at the Healthy Tea Company. And then, that's three, right? Then recently we launched an app.
Okay.
It's the AskDamz Wellness app. One of the things that I realized what we were really lacking in Nigeria is a lot of people have that misconception that Nigerian food is bad or is very unhealthy. Oh, eba is bad. Don't eat egusi if you want to lose weight. So part of the things that I'm really trying to do with AskDamz on the side, because AskDamz you have to pay for it, but the app is free for everybody to download.
Right. Okay.
It's put out a lot of free information out there.
Right.
Then there's the AskDamz Wellness Institute. So under
that's
the app,
5.
it's actually another business on its own, but it's the AskDamz app.
Right.
But under the AskDamz app, we have the Academy part. So if you open the app, you see blog, then you see Academy. When you click on Academy, it takes you to the Wellness School. And on the Wellness School, you can get certified in different things: skincare, nutrition, child care, nutrition, and malnutrition, lifestyle diseases, PCOS, high blood pressure. You can get certified to actually for yourself. For your own personal self, and also you can get certified to train others. So AskDamz certified is what it is.
Right.
So I've worked with a group of other very intelligent people, not just me, not just my team. These are people with masters and PhDs in their different fields.
Right.
We've collaborated and we've gotten heavy courses, first aid courses, you name it, we have it on the AskDamz Wellness Institute. So you can take the courses, write tests, do the exams, and then when you're done, you get your certificates at the end of it all.
Right.
So we're Africa's first Coursera or Udemy type thing. Yeah.
So now, moving from just being the one training, you're certifying people in doing that. But what is the industry in Nigeria for that? How do you get to the point where you are able to certify someone else? Do you need a special license as a school?
You actually do.
Right.
You actually do. So if you notice, I said AskDamz certified.
Right.
But I believe bigger.
Yeah.
And I know that one way or the other, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm trying to, or God will make a way for the Nutrition Society of Nigeria to partner with us, because there's nothing like it. When I was so interested in doing short online courses on nutrition and dietetics, and there was nothing at all. And so I had to do it with Shore Academy and do other courses. I'm currently studying to be a lactation biologist, by the way. There's nothing like that in Nigeria, none at all. So that's one of the courses we have on the AskDamz app.
Right.
So, for me, that was how can we not have any online courses? And we have so many intelligent people. We're just doing social media posts. We can do bigger than this, but there's more. So it's AskDamz certified.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what
okay.
it is.
Okay. So anybody obviously who trusts the brand already would then
Exactly.
trust the people who are coming out of this
Yeah.
system.
So we push their profiles out there, so you know that they're not just random people. They're people who are like the giants in their field.
Right.
You know, this person has gone to school to study lactation biology. They practiced
Right.
it over the years. You know, just people like that.
Like
And
that.
It's been amazing so far.
Yeah.
And what's so funny is when I got the idea, I initially ran away because I'm like, "Ugh, I have to start approaching this person and that person. It just seemed like so much work. But I knew that it was God's project. I'm telling you, literally, like about somebody, one or two or three people randomly just pop up and say, oh, I see you're doing so and so and so. And it's so scary because they're actually the people that maybe I've been thinking about but I'm thinking, okay, how do I explain it to them? Will they get my vision? And it's so funny how they just buy it and they're like, we're doing this, let's do this together.
Oh, wow, I love it. I
Amazing.
love it. I love it. And I love how like you've kind of touched on your faith already, but then how specific, we'll have all your other African magic stories, but specific to this app and getting ideas. So we have an episode on this season where we talked about finances, but like God being the one to lead you. So even though like your life seems not to be following the conventional path, like what God is doing with your life is intentional, and there is financial provision, not just ministry, I'm serving God. You know, there's actual financial provision in the ideas that God has for you. Can you kind of talk about that a bit?
I'll tell you something that blew my mind. God blew my mind last month. So with Smile Express Factory, it was just online. I just wanted to just deal with people online, but we didn't need to be together in the same space. I just want my space to myself, God. Allow me. But I had another instruction from God to host a seminar for a minimum of 30 people every quarter.
Every quarter.
Yeah. So in my mind, I'm thinking, God, first of all, you want me to give some of my profits.
Yeah.
Second, you want me to host a seminar for 30 people, which means I'm going to feed them.
Right.
I'm going to rent a hall. I'm not...
It's not cheap.
I'll give them food.
Yeah.
It's going to be a full day's affair. God, how shall this be? So I thought, okay, the first one happened. I'm telling you, like lastminute.com, everything was sorted out.
Wow.
People randomly said, okay, I want to pay for this. I want to sow into this. I literally didn't have to drop anything. Wow. Second one came. Panic was set. When the time was getting close, I started panicking again. Like, God, how is this going to work? Yeah. With the second one, same miracle happened. Third one, same miracle happened. The last one, which happened 2 weeks ago, I had an instruction. After that last one, I knew. God said everybody that came for the first, the second, the third, plus new people, you're going to invite them to a brand new seminar. You're going to have over 100 people. I'm like, God, that must be a joke. So, you know when you sweep something? So I swept it at the back of my, because I just wasn't even, I didn't even want, because the thought of it would just scare me. Yeah. I have to rent, like, seriously.
Because obviously it's a bigger hall.
Yes,
it's
bigger hall, more people.
Logistics, everything.
And I'm not joking. When you come for that conference, not only, you don't come leaving the, I stopped calling it a business seminar. So I call it a life empowerment seminar now. Right. Nobody comes in and leaves the same way. It's just not possible. And it's not me that's doing the work. It's God that's doing the work, to cut the long story short. How did I get the hall for this place? Remember that I told you I shut my mind? Yeah. I was randomly scrolling on the streets of IG one day. And then I saw a hall, Topaz Hub. Somebody that I know had used it to do like a media thing for our new business. Okay. So I just approached them. I sent a message on via DM, like, can I get your rates for... And while I was asking for the rates, in my mind I heard, you now think that you can just blow money out because your account, you think your account is... I said, let me ask. When they sent me the rates, I didn't answer. If I looked at the rates that they sent, I just blocked my mind. I'm like, I'm not even going to bother. So I left it and I didn't go back to check what they had to say. But later on, like almost about midnight, I went back to check and I saw a message saying, hi, please, our owner would like to speak with you. Oh. So I'm like, okay. So we'd like to speak with you to negotiate with you. So that means obviously, maybe you are scared of the price, don't worry, we'll bring it down for you. And my father-in-law was very sick. And I'm like, okay, but I had another instruction. I was driving to the hospital, first consultant. My father-in-law was ill that day. And I had an instruction that before you go to the hospital, go and see the hall. Because then I was like, whenever you can come, it doesn't have to be this week.
Yeah.
Just come in. And so I went. So let me just even go. But in my mind, I knew that this negotiation.
Yeah.
Why will I even start from negotiating? I can't do it. In the process, when I got there, I met the owner. We started talking. Okay, how much can you pay? Went back and forth. We're going back and forth about numbers. After a while, she said, you know what, I'm just going to stop struggling in my spirit. Have the space for free.
Wow.
I said, please explain what you mean. She said, you can have the space for free. I just started crying because I was confused. Because I didn't even think that it could happen.
Yeah.
Because, it's one thing, you have faith. We have faith, but sometimes that faith, and
It's
the faith will just wobble that you ask yourself that, maybe it's me, or maybe it's me that wants to do so. Maybe it's not God that sends me. Maybe I just want to prove a point. And I'm like, God, I really don't want to prove a point. Left to me, I don't even...
Yeah.
I'll tell you now what happened. After we did the seminar, our seminars are like, it's better than some weddings. Apart from the life-changing whatever, the food, you eat 3, in fact, it's like 6-course meal.
You're famous for that. Some of your friends.
Funny enough, you know what? Yeah, I like food generally. So, maybe God looks at that part. But that's what she likes. Let me just, honestly, somebody will send me a message. I want to do small chops.
Oh, wow.
You are not paying. I want to do cocktails. You are not paying. I want to, it ends up being like one kind of event that if you walk in, you would think, this girl, she must be rich, or their company, they must be making billions. Meanwhile, it's literally God has just given me everything. So I don't have to overthink it.
Right.
Down to the pens. People did branded pens, everything. We didn't stop eating till the end. The story of how Jesus fed the multitudes with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Not only... When I got the hall, I started panicking about food. Okay, food, everything came together. After the event, we left things open for people to take. There was still food.
Wow.
So I had food in my... it was in my car that I was now telling them, my workers, that take the sausage rolls there, take nylon bag, put the things there, this, that. Mind blowing, honestly.
Wow.
Then let me tell you, because I say it's like African magic. While I was there, God said to me, this thing that you have started is going to grow bigger. It will never stop. I blocked it out of my mind because I'm like, it's not me that's going to start looking for another hall again.
You keep blocking things out of your mind.
It's so scary. I'm like, I can't deal. So I just step back. I'm like, I'm not thinking about it. So I didn't think about it. But it just kept on bothering me. You know, when God, you just be tugging at your heart. And then we're doing it was the last, we started at 10 a.m. So we're going to finish at 5 a.m. We're there at 7 p.m. People did not want to go. They said they wanted to share testimonies. But I had to beg them that, please, the owner gave us this place for free. Let's go. Just before we're about to wrap up, we're even praying. I just saw a sign from the back. The owner she was like, damn, sorry, can you come? And then I went to meet her. She was like, so you've been doing this every course? I said, yeah. She was like, I've had an amazing time today. I said, oh, praise God. And I was going to go back to go and finish prayer. She said, for the past 2 hours, I haven't had any rest. God has asked me to give you this space to the end of 2020. I said, I don't understand. She said, you are not paying for anything. I said, so, please explain better. She said, well, whatever it is that you want to do regarding this life empowerment seminar, take the space for free. Till the end of 2020, we're in 2019. 2019 has not ended. And you give me free space till 2020. Wow. That's God showing me that, look, it's not about you. I didn't ask. I didn't come and say, oh, do you see what did you just see what happened?
Do you see how amazing God has been?
Do you see how God blew people's minds there? Did you see the testimonies of the lives of people that were transformed? No. She called me from the back and said, I like the work God is doing through you. Because of this, I want to sow a seed.
Wow.
Have my space until 2020.
Wow. Okay. All right, I see now. Because general, all right. Okay, no, there's obviously so much more we're going to go in there and find out. But we have to take a quick break. All right, so stay tuned if you want to hear the rest of Dam's amazing story. We'll be right back.
I could feel myself falling, like saying, bro, you're falling. Wow, you're falling. This guy, you are actually falling down, oh. This stuff that you see on TV is happening to you. God is real.
Who are you? Why are you black?
Welcome to the heart of the matter.
The whole world was looking for me.
She called me, she's like, oh my God, Ines, it's God that brought you back. And I just dropped to the floor.
I'm going to dive right into the heart of the matter.
What are your thoughts on Canada?
My thoughts on Canada?
Yeah.
Real random.
I'm really so excited today.
Just a tad. Very passionate about leveling the playing field.
Listening is not the only aspect of communication.
I believe that the solution is from the bottom up. If you don't talk now, you talk later.
There's glory. There's glory.
So let's break it down. Hello and welcome back to the Heart of the Matter. We are still here with Damola Ladijobi of AskDamz and all the 100 other things that you do. Okay, so before we went on the break, you shared this amazing testimony, like literally jaw-dropping testimony of God's provision. But I kind of want to go back to your life. Like you briefly mentioned that you grew up in a single home. And I know that when you started to do AskDamz, it was an unconventional career to say the least, and to see how God is providing for you. Like I want you to kind of talk us as briefly as possible through your life's journey. Like how did growing up, for instance, you already mentioned that growing up, influenced you wanting to shower people with love. And then how did you find the career path that you're on? And obviously everything is based on faith. How do you do it, as they say? Or how does God do it through you?
Okay, so I grew up in a single parent home, like I mentioned earlier on.
Yeah.
My mother, amazing woman. She was our mother and our father. And it's so funny how my father was never available, but I love my dad so much. My father would call me and tell me, oh, I love you, but he's still rest in perfect peace. He passed away 2 years ago. I love you. I'll always be here for you. I've never stopped loving you. And then I don't hear from you for 5 years. Then you come back again. I love you. I've never stopped loving you. Oh, from now we're going to be in touch. I don't hear from you for another 8 years again. Then you come back again and tell me. So for me, I couldn't trust God for the longest time. Like you are telling me that you...
Like if God is a father.
Yes, if you're fathers, men, well, let's not... Women, yes. Mothers, mother figures,
Like
they
if
can
it
be
was
trusted.
God is a heavenvenly mother, you'd be like, okay,
Thank
I get
you.
that.
So it's like God is a heavenly mother. I'm long. But is a heavenly father? Far what? No, we don't want father or daddy. But now I've embraced myself as a child of God, yeah. But because of how I grew up, you see, a lot of my friends, even if they didn't have their fathers around, maybe even if they grew up in single parents' homes, their dad used to pay their school fees. Their dad would send maybe house rent or pay for food. But I had a father who did none of these things, absolutely nothing, and he didn't feel bad about it. So for me, even as a child, I would be one of those. As a child, I wouldn't want the next child not to have food. So I'm happy to share because I don't want the next person to not to have. If you tell me, oh, I don't have shoes, I can take my shoes off and give you. I'm not saying people should not ask me for shoes. I'm just, but I have that kind of heart.
Right.
On and before AskDamz, it's not about trying to do it. In fact, 1/100th of what happens, of what we do on Smile Express Factory does not go on Instagram.
Right.
So for example, we're raising funds for school fees for people in groups. But the personal school fees, we don't announce it and say, oh, we paid for Mr. Collar's child's go to blah, blah. No, but it's, because that's not, it's God
That's not the point.
That's not the main point. That's not the point. But basically, so that heart is what helped me with AskDamz. So I started losing weight for myself, by myself. Because I also had GERD. GERD is like hyperacidity, gastroesophageal reflux disorder. It sounds very fancy, but it's just when your stomach overproduces stomach acids and then causes you like really bad heartburn and indigestion. Right. And I had gone for different endoscopies, and endoscopies when they put a camera down your throat to find out what's going on. And the last doctor that I saw 3 doctors, the last doctor said to me, look, we actually can't find exactly what is wrong with you, but we know that there's some form of reflux, and it's silent reflux. So you feel it, but it's hard for us to pinpoint.
Right.
But if you want to save yourself some stress and drama, you may need to do a food elimination test. One, because you may be allergic to something. It may not be food, but it may be something.
Right.
Or you're overweight. You're in the obese category. Lose some weight and you start to feel better. So for me, that was like, okay, I started losing weight.
Yeah.
And then obviously, I like to look good too. So let me not say, well, I only did it for health reasons. No, it wasn't only for health reasons. I also wanted to look good. And so when I started losing the first 5 kilos, I'll go say, damn, you're looking good. 7 kilos, 10 kilos, 15 kilos. By the time I lost 15 kilos, got to 20 kilos, everywhere I would go, like, it's so bad. You see me at a party, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about anything, even if it's the newest phone. Let's talk about anything. So, but that had to help people.
Yeah.
I had a couple of people that were struggling, friends and family. So we formed a BlackBerry group. There were 14 of us on the group plus myself. And so all of them wanted to lose weight. So I started coaching them for free. And then I did this for a period of 3 months. And because it was my passion, I used to follow up on them, check up on them, like tell them, okay, this is what you're, why did you do this now? This is not how to do this. Just because it's healthy does not mean that you should just overeat everything. Why did you something? Okay, because this one is unhealthy does not mean you cannot have it. You can have it, but have it when you do this or do that. And I did this for 3 months. Nobody paid me. And they would all laugh. Just go and construct a place outside a kiosk outside your house. Just name it AskDamz. Because apart from that, I'm one of those, I like to argue with doctors and pharmacists. I would argue about white blood cell count. Don't put me on antibiotics when you know there's a viral infection.
Research into stuff.
Yeah, so I've been doing this thing I'm more passionate. I know more about medicine than law, and I studied law. In my own spare time, I do research about science and everything, rather than read my law books. When the Ebola virus came out, I was one of those that I didn't want to know how the virus spreads alone. I wanted to see what the virus looked like under a microscope. That's how deep it was. What was my business at that point in time? By the way, I was teaching at school because I like kids. I wasn't, in fact, I want to tell you, the story cannot end today. But anyway, from coaching these people, they lost a whole lot of weight. My sister-in-law lost so much weight. She had been trying for kids, and after the 4th IVF and losing about 25 pounds, she got pregnant with kids, with twins after 10 years. People tell me, I've gone off my high blood pressure medication. Doctor says that I'm good to go. Another person, just fertility, so many testimonies. And, I still didn't think that anything would come out of it. But I started Master Life. So I came to Master Life, my first class, thinking I was coming to please my cousin. Let me not seem like the rebellious child. Let me just come so they will not say I'm stubborn and I'm the Antichrist. I didn't know that was where God was going to just trap me. So I started the first day. I thought to myself, they're giving me books. I don't know whether I'll come back again, but no problem. And then I got addicted to God's presence, just being able to, I just started. So that Master Life helped me see God as a loving father, as a father that would always be there. As a father that's willing to listen to. I used to think that you had to be clean before you can talk to God. Not knowing that it's God that would make you clean. Bring yourself as dirty as you are. Yes, He will clean out the mess. But if I used to think to myself, there's no point in me going to church. I still lied yesterday. Let me not bother. When I've stopped lying, or when I've stopped clubbing, when I don't drink alcohol anymore, I'll come and meet God. Little did I know. My people perish for lack of knowledge, for real. So all of those things got rewired. Master Life, I remember praying, telling them, please pray for me, because I must be in that legal career, I'm currently writing exams. Please pray for me. I must go, because that's the will of God in my heart. I'm like, God cannot have any other will for me. I studied law, so what weight loss coach? Even if I was going to be a weight loss coach, they will now ask me, what are you? I will now say, I'm a weight loss expert. When people are doing, they are CEOs of this and this and everything. I'm like, no, God, Hasha. So basically, after they encouraged us to do quiet time. I was doing quiet time in my office. I can never forget that day. It was 7th of November, 2015. Alone, it was past 6 o'clock. Everybody had gone. And when I was done, I just had a prompt in my spirit to post on my private page. So I just cracked a joke. I was joking. No more freebies. Nobody should ask me questions at any party again. For all the Dr. 9, for all of you that think I did surgery, Dr. 90210, Miami surgery, if you want to find out my secrets, pay me. Nobody talk to me for free again. I was joking. I'm not kidding. In an hour, people started calling me throughout the whole day, in fact. And God, when they say God will send you Elizabeth, the most random people, somebody paid me because I didn't know how much to charge. I was joking. She said, I'm going to give you ×2. You can use it for whoever later. Different people, like, by night time, by midnight that day, I had to form some sort of structure. So I'm like, God, help me, oh, help me. I didn't have application form. I didn't have customer service assistant. I didn't have some people that are always saying, I'm waiting for money before I hammer, or I'm waiting to hire this person. I wore all the caps for many months until when I even hired assistants, because there's something I used to say before that I have OCD, but I always say it, I don't have OCD in Jesus' name. I'm kind of like I like things to be in order. And when things are not in order, it just annoys me. And God literally blew my mind. And in that space where I was, because I stopped being a lawyer, I was very a confused lawyer, but I like kids, so I was not working at the school, head of school. Let me not say school, creche. Yeah, it was a creche. So I was the head of the nannies, to cut the long story short. Yeah. So the owner of the school, who is my friend, and you see why he's very good, seeth a man diligent in his work. I was just, working with my whole heart there. But because she liked me so much, she allowed me to hire the first person, second person. By the time we got to the third person, even me, I knew, in the same office space, in my office space, in the school, in another person's company, I knew that it was time to go, but I didn't know what to do. So it was a conversation that was extremely hard for me to have. But God sent strangers to me. Like, they came in the form of clients. I'd never met them anywhere else before. And they just said they wanted to meet with me. We must have dinner. I'm like, and I ran away for the longest time. When we had the dinner, they were like, it's time for you to leave where you are. I'm like, you guys they don't know me from anywhere. So I just take it with a pinch of salt. Like, these ones that don't even know me, they just think I'm blowing on Instagram, so I should leave the school. No, I'm not leaving any school. But as God will have it, I left. And I don't think there's any continent that we haven't functioned in except Antarctica. I think we've functioned in a minimum of over maybe 70 different countries worldwide. I've had people call me from Iraq. When I got the phone call from Iraq, that's when I knew that this AskDamz, it's not about you again. It is definitely not. It's not Iraq, Tanzania, Namibia, Ukraine, weird places I've never, the Philippines, you name it, everywhere. Different parts of Nigeria also. Some of them are calling from Anambra, I'm calling from Kano, I'm calling from different places. So God has literally blown my mind through the past, it'll be 4 years in November. And each time that I think that it can't get better, it keeps getting better. God he just blows my mind.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Like, just listening to you, I'm just like, well, first of all, when is the book coming out? Because I'm sure God has told you by now. And people have been disturbing me and I've been running away. I always run away. I'm like Jonah. But God will catch me. He'll catch me. God always catches me. I love it. I love how, I think some people are just skeptical when people say it's God. They're just like, I beg. But from your story, it's not just a blanket is God. It is God who chose the person, but then the work was still done. It is God who gave the idea, but the process still happens. And by partnering with God like that, it all works out. I'm so excited for everything that you're doing. I know that there's more. There's more. There's so much more. I'm looking forward to downloading the AskDamz app.
Yes, please. Available now.
On the Wellness
Apple,
Institute.
Everything.
Yes, iOS, Google Play Store, everywhere. Wow. All right. So that has been our episode with Damola Ladijobi. Please remember that we are on social media. We are on Instagram at HOTMTV and on Facebook at HOTMTV as well. And we are on YouTube, HOTM channel. Please subscribe, like, comment, let us know what you think. That's it for today. We will see you next time.